Articles 8 knocks BBC over report on Tinubu's certificate saga. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar Special Assistant on Public Communications, Frank Shaibu, criticized the BBC over its fact-check report stating that there was no evidence to show that President Bola Tinubu's Chicago State University certificate was forged. In a statement on Wednesday, Shaibu described the results on a hazard job, adding that the outrage it had solicited from the generality of Nigerians was enough evidence to show that BBC goofed. Articles 8 said the BBC move was unsurprising and it was in line with the previous statement he had issued wherein he had revealed that the Tinubu administration was set to unleash its entire propaganda program. He said, sometime last week when the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC) issued the final warning to Rise News Television, we pointed out that the Tinubu administration was on the verge of launching a full-blown propaganda and also intimidating uncooperative media houses into discrediting and downplaying the CSU scandal. Sadly, we never imagined that it would be the BBC that would become the willing tool. It is unconscionable, appalling, and preposterous that in this current information age, a foreign medium of repute could try to bamboozle Nigerians with agendas reports when the details are clear for everyone to see. Thank God young Nigerians have begun filing complaints against the hack writers who decided to soil their names for a bowl of porridge. We are not ignorant of the machinations of the BBC and its bias towards the current government. It is unfortunate that BBC is not upholding the same standards as they would uphold in the United Kingdom, where a prime minister was forced out of office for hosting a party during COVID-19. In 2009, columnist Mahdi Hassan wrote in the new statement that the BBC was biased towards power and privilege, traditional and orthodoxy. It is no wonder that in the last 1 year, the only news medium that was given exclusive access to interview Tinubu was the BBC. It is sickening that BBC has decided to surrender its platform to a man who was accused of illegal drug trafficking in the United States. In the so-called fact-check reports, the BBC tried and decided to bury in the last photographs the fact that Tinubu claimed to have attended Government College, Lagos in 1970 when the school was established in 1974. Why didn't these so-called fact-checkers reflect it on their headline? What is the essence of the report when it failed to uncover the most critical questions? If this report was aimed at fact-checking, it should have mentioned the year the certificate was obtained by Tinubu from the CSU, and if the one he submitted to INEC is the same one he received from CSU. Shaibu called on BBC and other fact-checkers to be more circumspect, adding that their job was too sensitive to entertain errors. He further advised a media organization to invent more in investigative journalism. Now, this is what I'm going to say. So it is coming to our notice that BBC come outside, come be like say and decide to know about this matter. You're the only one coming out to, say it be like say, be like say, for waiting the crystal clear. Nigeria, may then go as Nigerians, we don't hear whether na BBC or not BBC, then go drag these people past my neighbor generator. I tell you, they are going to do that. Because the report of BBC did not favor you, you are casting aspersions on it, right? Now, what about Sadiq Waik certificate? You ain't seen anything yet. But Tinubu and supporters did not accept the EU report on the election because they foreign observers and we were told to disregard foreign reports. How come the hogwash from BBC is now acceptable to Tinubu and his supporters? Maybe if you ask me, I don't know who I go ask. My own is, I've said it before, these Westerners, they don't really have the best interest of us at heart. Now we by ourselves will still come outside, make this country a better one. Look at these people. All right, this Frank Shaibu is just a petty thief. Running helter skelter is still part of Article's looted funds. Okay. Which knock dis Sodiq bobo get? Abeg give am another tumbler. Na tombo dey he said na tombo dey worry am. Nigeria is going to be a giant nation. How some will die and how some will be on the sickbed perpetually begging for death. Then he said Nigeria name will remain as Nigeria. All those who have hands for what is happening to Nigeria will perish. So may God Almighty deliver us from tribulation in this Nigeria. As the World Conference being by the opposition is not propaganda moves aimed at the prejudice of his case in the highest court in the land. You people started this propaganda thing. Why complain now? Okay. Tinubu don't pay $1 million to bribe them. No evidence government. Alright. Igbos who cannot be civil. See how shameful we all look. We pity you guys. No, you couldn't drop his certificate to INEC. He instead presented secondary school results. And it is not what INEC asked for. It is not. This tribal should be made to face the wrath of the laws. Very unpatriotic, very responsible, and evil. Because they work with your master. Have you? Alright. Who told BBC to do a fact-checking mission on the CSU certificate saga? The BBC should do a fact-checking in all the schools Tinubu said he attended. Alright. Of course, you know that this man that has skeleton in his cupboard, the next is CNN, we are waiting. You must be the skeleton because you can easily be brainwashed. Are you really serious? Don't mind the BBC and its management team workers, so people will soon start tagging regard any news from themes as null and void. With their outcry and refusal to release the ingredients of the forgery in the so-called news, we are very disappointed. We were very disappointed in them. The prophecy of our elder brother Temitope Baloshogun Joshua in 2014 about 23 elections, who was going to rule Nigeria and how is it going to take place for the video, really? Let's say the will of... Alright, this man is busy using Nigeria to pay media house to confuse Nigeria. Alright, this whole issue, they can do it, make them be careful. Alright, Frank, tell your boys that Nigerians are not interested in any propaganda or certificate finding voyage that will stimulate the government to start performing for the good of all. Alright, well, at the end of the day, you see this whole issue situation, we're just hoping that it's settled amicably. And no matter who the ox is called, at the end of the day, let us see how this all goes. Sincerely, let us see. Right, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come maybe next time, enjoy the rest of your day.